Today we're going to be playing with one of my favorite new deck ideas that I've come up with, which is my Jurassic ramp deck. Now this is a deck that follows the ramping strategy of getting Topiary Stomper out by turn 3 and then Invasion of Zendikar out on turn 4, which should get you a whole load of lands out. And if you can flip Zendikar as well, then you get the Awakened Skyclave out, which is also a land in addition to other types, which helps Topiary Stomper do its thing when you have 7 or more lands out. So the theme of the deck is dinosaurs, because of course we have to include Etali, the Primal Conqueror, the best dinosaur in Standard at the moment. Or is it because we also have Tyrranax Rex, who's also competing for the King of the Dinosaurs? So we have Tyrranax Rex, we have Etali, we have Kogla and Yidaro, who come in as an ape dinosaur turtle. So we got another dinosaur there. And we've got, where else? There's Topiary Stomper as a dinosaur. And we also have this new card from Aftermath, Tranquil Frillback, which is a 3/3 dinosaur that when it enters, you can pay green up to 3 times. And when you do, you can choose to either destroy artifacts or enchantments, exile target player's graveyard, or gain 4 life. And we do have one other dinosaur because we have Invasion of Ikoria as well, which can flip into Zilortha, the Godzilla dinosaur from Ikoria. There we go. It becomes an 8/8 reach dinosaur that basically means everything can have super trample, get through as if it hasn't been blocked at all, to do the combat damage to the opponent at the end. So the basic strategy for the deck, like I said, we are ramping up, but we can also go on turn 2 with an Armored Scrapgorger or a Llanowar Loamspeaker, or turn 3 Topiary Stomper, which either one of those sets up a turn 4 Invasion of Zendikar, which brings out 2 more lands and can possibly flip that turn or the turn after. Cosmic Hunger can also do the job when you've got Topiary Stomper. You can use Cosmic Hunger to do damage to Zendikar to flip that as well. Once we have lots of land out, we can start getting out our Silverback Elders. Now, they're not dinosaurs, but it's basically King Kong, and I kind of feel like it goes along with the dinosaurs. So the prehistoric friend is going to help us out, because when we cast our creature spells with a Silverback Elder out, we can also destroy a target artifact or enchantment, look at the top 5 cards of our library and put a land out, or we can gain 4 life. And these are not legendary, so they stack. So if we have more than one Silverback Elder out, we are going to be getting lots and lots of lands from our library to thin out the deck, so that most of our draws are going to be getting us these big, tough creatures. We also have Storm the Festival, because we can get 2 permanent cards with mana value 5 or less and put them onto the battlefield. And we have quite a few 5 mana creatures. We want to get the Silverback Elders out the most, but hey, we might want Vorinclex instead, which also gives us up to 2 forest cards. And then can obviously flip into the Grand Evolution with enough land, and we'll have enough land, trust me. Then we can mill 10 cards, put 2 creatures from the milled cards onto the battlefield. And then next turn we can distribute 7 +1/+1 counters. And the next turn we can give everything the ability to fight. And we'll have lots and lots of mana to do that as much as we need to. And obviously Vorinclex will then flip back to its creature side and get 2 more forest cards. So we're going to have basically all these lands are going to be drained from our deck as soon as possible. What else do we have in terms of fighting the current meta? There are a few things we need to be careful of. That's mainly reanimator decks. So we have Armored Scrapgorger to eat things from the graveyard. If the opponent discards their Attractor or their Etali or anything else that we don't like, we can tap Armored Scrapgorger at instant speed and eat it from the graveyard. We also have Tranquil Frillback, can exile target player's graveyard if needed when that comes out. And that's also really good against mono blue when they have their haughty Djinns and their Talarian Terrors that are coming out really cheap. You can exile their whole graveyard and suddenly their haughty Djinns are 0/4s, and they're not very scary at all after that point. So we have that. We also have a couple of copies of Polukranos Reborn, which is kind of a bit of our mono red protection, because it's nice to get out a Scrapgorger or a Loamspeaker because they're a 3 toughness creature. It forces the opponent to pretty much use a lightning strike to get rid of it, but it's also nice to get out big creatures. It's got the same stats as Shieldred, having a 4/5, so it's kind of hard to deal with, and it comes out on turn 3 rather than turn 4. So it's pretty good mono red protection, and obviously if we can transform it for paying 6 mana and a Phyrexian white, we can turn it into a 6/6 reach lifelink, and nothing's getting past that in mono red if we manage to transform that. So Ikoria can also help us find any particular creature we want. So if we have loads of lands out, say we've got access to 9 mana, we can then search up the Tyrranax Rex or the Etali using the invasion, put it straight out onto the battlefield, and they all trigger each other. We've got Rampaging Raptor as an extra dinosaur that's making a bit of a cameo appearance here because it comes out with haste, which is really useful. We can boost it using all the extra lands that we have, and when it does damage to the opponent, it can also do that much damage to planeswalkers or battles, so it can help us flip these battles if they're a bit hard to flip at the time, and it can also help us get rid of really annoying planeswalkers like Liliana in particular, because we want to get out something with haste and do damage to Liliana as soon as possible if we have one of those out on the board. So what else do we have? The other one is Glorious Sunrise, which is one of enchantment in the deck because it can help us draw cards every turn. I did think of having Tribute to the World Tree in the deck, and it's okay, it does kind of work, but Glorious Sunrise is pretty good because it means we can get that out, and it can basically do different things for us depending on what we want. Sometimes we want to draw a card, sometimes we want extra mana, sometimes we want the life if we're against mono red in particular, and sometimes we want to give everything +1/+1 and trample. So Glorious Sunrise is a nice enchantment to help us do different things depending on what we need. This deck should work pretty well, so we're going to give it a test. We're going to try it out, and we will see how we do in the games. Okay, opponent is going first, and we don't have the right lands. It's all pretty slow. I think we're going to have to mulligan, although I hate mulligan, but there we go, we're going to have to. Okay, so we now have 3 lands, Scrapgorgers, Silverback Elder, and Tyrranax Rex. Potentially 5 mana worth here, so I guess we're going to keep this. We'll put Rex away for now. Let's see what we're up against. Another green. And it's the enchantment deck. Okay. So we can destroy enchantments with Frillback. That's good. Let's go with the tap land first. Do need more green. The Scrapgorgers can provide that. So we can destroy an enchantment on our next turn. Just about. So we'll probably destroy the Weaver of Harmony because it's going to be the biggest pain for us. It's going to double up all the triggers. Like, are they going to do that now? They're not. Okay. Getting out another enchantment. But they put a counter on that as well, so it makes it an even better target for us. Although, if we could play the other Scrapgorger, then we're going to get Silverback Elder out faster, and then we can start destroying enchantments more. I think I'm going to have to go with the Frillback, just because I really want to be able to destroy this one before it gets too much trouble. And if we get one more land, we can put out Silverback Elder anyway. Okay. They take the Frillback. If we find a way of destroying that, the Frillback comes out, we can destroy another enchantment. If we survive that long. Okay. Not looking great. Let's eat that out of the graveyard. Okay. So, I guess they probably got some trick, but try and survive as much as possible. Need the land. Kind of want the life gain, and we want to be able to... Well, we get 4 life at a time. We're going to need to gain the life. We probably won't attack with the visitor now, because we can block it with the Elder. So we might have earned ourselves an extra turn. Silverback Elder doing a good job of blocking. Interesting, they're attacking with that. Well, I think going to have to give up the Scrapgorger. Okay, we have a Stomper, which can't block yet, so that's no good. Shame we didn't keep the other Scrapgorger. Would have been down to 1 life. So we need to... Do we need to gain life, or do we need to destroy an enchantment? If we destroy an enchantment, we get another 3. 3/3 enter. Which I guess we want. Well, at the moment we're going to have 2 blockers that need to gain a life. No, we don't. We need to destroy an artifact. What am I doing? Destroy the artifact or enchantment. Eat that from the graveyard. Returns. Now we have just about just about enough blockers. We really don't want to lose. Wait, hold on. Why did they not put a counter on the other one? Guess. Okay. Interesting choice. Okay. That makes more sense. So, we're going to lose one of the Silverback Elders, but we've got the other one still. We're on 1 life. That's not great. Aha, that's what we need. Okay, so... still not what we need. Well, we can gain 4 life, but we're just about holding on. And we can eat something from the graveyard. Put the land out. We kind of want it to channel. Putting the land out isn't really going to help us. Maybe if I had the land out first, we wouldn't have to tap the Scrapgorger. To get the Elder out, we would have 3 blockers. But next turn, Topiary Stomper is going to either gain us 8 life or destroy 2 enchantments. If we get rid of the Death Touch... Okay, it's not going to do 2 because we're going to have to sacrifice 1 here. But can we just kill that? They're going to have a trick. They're not going to have a trick. They just lost it for nothing. Perfect. Okay. In that case, we are going to... Let's just destroy some things. Get the land out. We have Boseiju. We need it. Okay, we might just be holding on. For a time is not great. Okay, let's get rid of it. If they have another one, we're kind of stuck. Okay, we need a good creature next turn. What do they have? Okay, they're going to hit me. I'm not sacrificing the ape. And there's a land. I don't need a land. Well, I mean, helps with the Stomper. But I definitely need to gain some more life and destroy that Death Touch. He's got nothing. Good, good. There we go. We have a creature. So what we're going to do, gain life or destroy the enchantment. Let's just destroy it for now. Okay, right, we're getting somewhere now. Hey, there we go. Oh, finally. Okay, let's score 1 for the Tyrranax Rex. Right, opponent going first, but we have our 3 lands and a Stomper, which might help us get onto things. We've already got 1 red, and we've got the Zendikar. Okay, right, so let's just put out tap land first. We're going to try and save Boseiju if we can, but we'll have to, if we have to use it, then we will. Good chance we're going to need to use it next turn. Okay, the land, no, okay. Boseiju, Stomper. Now I'm going to get the other red. So we can get basic lands, let's get the mountains. Means we can use Rampaging Raptor if we need to. We've also got a 3 green for when we need 3 green. Okay. So we'll go with Zendikar. And do we need any more reds? Not really, so I'll just grab a couple more greens. Okay, so we're on 6. Next turn, there's the Emperor. I was thinking they had 4 mana there and weren't doing much. Okay.
Then we must protect the people.
What kind of deck do we have? We have red, we have blue, we have white. And we're getting hit by a samurai. And they still got 5 mana open, which makes me kind of suspicious. Well, we've got 6 land. So, tempted to get Vorinclex out. No counter spells, which is always good. 2 forests. Take them into our hand. We get to play them, and we get to play the Scrapgorger as well. And let's see if they're going to block Zendikar. No. So they have 5 mana. They've done nothing. Interesting. So we now have access to all kinds of lands. We've got 7. We've got 8, 9 from the Scrapgorger and the Skyclave. And 10 we can put out next turn. So, why are they attacking us with something that I'm pretty sure they're going to lose? Should we just take it? Oh, let's block it. Let's see what happens. They have nothing. Because they're going to Sunfall. Okay. Well, at least we got rid of one of the creatures. Okay, so now I've got a 4/4.
Keep watch for intruders.
So 5, 6, 7, 8. We could go with the Raptor for 4. boost it so it does 6. That would kill the Wandering Emperor and the Samurai because they can't block with the other one. Or let's see, 5, 6, 7, 8. The other thing we could do is just get out Etali. I'm thinking we've got 2 Etalis. If they manage to kill one, we've got the other one as a backup. So, oh, let's have a Fable. I should say I'm also recording this just before the ban announcement. It's coming out. Well, by the time this video is out, the ban announcement might already have been made. But as I'm recording this, it hasn't. I'm guessing we'll see how well this holds up when we look back at it. I'm guessing Fable is going to be the first thing that gets the ban. It's farewell. Okay, good thing we've got another Etali.
We must protect the people.
5, 6, 7, 8. Let's just do it again. What do we get this time? A Silverback. And a make disappear that we do not need. Okay. Do they have another? Farewell, Sunfall, Depopulate. They probably don't have Depopulate as well, right? Just another Farewell. Okay.
Remember your training.
All right then. So we can transform Etali. I have a feeling it's not going to work out too well. But what else can we try? Let's go for it. I've got enough. I've got enough to do it while taking a bit of pain. Fair enough. Here's the thing, they can exile it. Do they have another Wandering Emperor? Probably. Okay. Just blocking as much as they can. Okay, so they don't have another Wandering Emperor, or they would have used that. And we have them to 7 poison counters, which means the Battle of Etali versus Rex by Etali. The battle might be won by Rex. All we need is to wait for the opponent to tap out, so they don't have another Wandering Emperor. Although, this is Ward 4, so they need to have something that's only 2 mana to kill it. Well, what I'm going to do then, just tease them out a bit. Get some more land out. I could go for the Rex now, but who knows what they might have. And that is my win con. So I'm just going to see if they have counter spells, other removal. So I've got 5 mana left. Let's just go. Are they going to block? Yes. We might as well just boost that. We could have just played out another Silverback Elder, I guess. I'm just trying to tease out what they've got. Okay. That it. Just need them to use up some lands. Once I know they've got nothing, it's safe to hit with Rex. But they're not going to do that. Okay. So, let's just keep going. Do another Zendikar. And they've quit. Okay. We didn't even need Rex. But If we needed him, he was there. 2 points to Rex. Okay, we're going first. We do have Loamspeaker and Stomper, so it's not as bad as it looks. Question is, will the opponent kill it straight away, and will we draw other lands? We do have a couple of turns. Well, let's see. This might be a mistake. White, okay. Just white. Okay. Well, it's not terrible, because we did draw the other land, which is what we needed. So let's go and get another green. Get another forest out there. And then we've got the Rockfall Vale, so that's 5 next turn. Lay down arms. I don't mind them using the enchantment removal because we are quite capable at removing that. Quite capable of removing that with the Silverback Elder and Yidaro and other things. Boseiju. So enchantments do not scare me. Use all the enchantments you like. Okay. So should work out pretty well. We have Zendikar. We're going to get a couple more forests. And we are going to attack directly. They can block if they like. Doesn't make a difference. We're still going to do enough damage to them to do the extra damage to Zendikar and get out the Skyclave. Now we can do Cosmic Hunger. We have no need to yet. They're reading the Skyclave. Deciding which one to kill. Another ossification would be nice. Lay down arms. Okay. I think we're gaining life. That's another thing this deck does pretty well. Is we gain life more than most life gain decks. Okay, my turn. Okay, right, so 6, 7, 8. I'm going to get the Elder down now because we can destroy lots of enchantments next turn. What was this one? Loamspeaker. Okay. They could try to triple block it, but you might guess it's not going to work. Okay. Getting rid of their creatures now is better than waiting for wedding announcement to flip, so every one we get rid of is a bonus. We have red. A bit of black and a bit of red. I wonder what deck this is. Archangel, that's what they've got. Okay. Well, I can play this game. Let's do damage to each other. Does it still do the damage if it's dead? Yeah, it's already on the stack. Of course it does. Okay. And now Etali is going to be doing a lot of work here. We are casting a spell. We're going to destroy... Which one? This one? Sure. Then we can get the wedding festivity next. We get another creature with Etali. Which I'm guessing we're going to... Oh, we got an Archangel. Nice. Let's get Invasion out. Let's get Archangel out. We could kick it. Well, it's a shame that we didn't have the other red mana out. Let's go with normal. We are going to destroy Wedding. So I could have played out the Sokenzan first. I really didn't expect to hit another Archangel and Didn't even think the kicker ability would be available to me, so now we know. Okay. So now we have... they could jump block it. The 1-1. Take out another token. Okay. Next turn is looking good. Keep the Sokenzan for the 2/1/1 spirit creatures, possibly. They're really looking for an answer here. The Emperor, take out Silverback Elder. Okay. The Wandering Emperor's dying next turn anyways, doesn't really matter. So let's get Rockfall out, and we can hit them with Etali, we can transform it, and they can just about survive. And they could, oh, they can't exile it because they're not going to have enough. Why don't we just turn a land into a threat as well? Let's take out... We could just go all for face, to be honest. They're not going to kill us next turn. So we're threatening them with 17 damage as it is. They didn't block Etali, so they're taking 11 poison counters. Okay, 1 to Etali. To be fair, the second one, Etali did a lot of the work as well, so I guess we're about even so far. Okay, we're going first with double Rex. Okay, so we have Scrapgorger, Ikoria, could get us something. Only really another Scrapgorger unless we draw more land. It's not great, but we're going to make the best of it. Against mono blue. Okay. Consider turn 1. Question is, do they have the counter spells? Probably. Do I want to get the counter spell out of them now? If I do this for 2, we will see. They don't have it yet. Take the instant out of the graveyard. They do have it. Okay. There's one less counterspell in their hand. We can pay 2 if they make disappear now. But if they have something else, then we can't. Okay. Another counterspell out of the hand. No attacks, but I will tap this to remove instant from the graveyard, just to keep their graveyard nice and tidy. Right, let's just do it now. Well, see what they got. So the Tolarian Terror is at 7, -1 for each instant. So they're going to have possibly enough there. So let's just take one of the instants out. Just on the off chance they get enough instants in the graveyard to cast a Terror for 1. Don't really want that. Okay, so 3, 4, 5, up to 6. Let's try it. Another counterspell. Another Essence Scatter. Okay. Well, it's far as I see, it's looking pretty good for Tyrranax Rex. Let's attack. Attacking so we can take one out the graveyard, get a third oil counter and do a 3 damage. Although I have a feeling we might be winning by poison here. The Djinn. Okay, we can't cast Rex yet. So, Loamspeaker, that did not pause for a counter spell. So, I'm not going to attack. I am going to take another instant out of the graveyard and up and down to a 4/4. So if we hadn't been exiling these, we would have 4 more instants in there. They're going to fill them up, but it would be an 8/4 if it wasn't for the Scrapgorger. Whether we're going to win this one, I don't know. They've had a lot of chance there to draw counter spells. And they can do a lot of damage to us. There's the Elder. Right, well, go for the Rex. What have we got to lose? They're going to kill me in 2 turns, potentially, anyway. Let's take instant out of the graveyard. Oh, yeah. Rex. Can't be countered. Did forget that. And Ward 4. I feel like Rex is doing better than Etali at the moment. They're currently reading it, I think. Currently reading can't be countered. So if they can get... They can get up to 13 power with the Haughty Djinn. Then they could kill me next turn. Can they really get 6 more things in the graveyard? Especially with Scrapgorger eating them out the graveyard at the same time. Okay, next turn we have a potential win with Tyrranax Rex. Moment of truth. This is the moment of truth. Can they get 6 more cards in the graveyard? So that's 1. I can put another one in itself. So that's going to be 2. They'll need another 4. It's possible if they have the right cards. It could just about do enough damage to us. But it's coming down right to the last moment here. How did I forget that Rex can't be countered? Or mono blue protection. Goes right through Haughty Djinn. Kills it, at the very least. Even if it blocks the Rex. They're hitting us for 8. Which means they have nothing left. Means they're probably hoping we don't have another one of these. Could do Fading Hope. I mean, if they do, nothing we can do about it anyway, right? Oh well, let's just see what happens. They've either got it or they haven't. Nothing else I could do. They have something. Fading Hope. They've got enough mana up to pay the Ward 4. They must have some plan. They drew so many cards. Come on. You can do it while they attack. This is the moment of truth. There's the Fading Hope. There you go. Pay the Ward 4. Okay. 1 hit point. 8 poison counters. Oh well. You got me. What can I say? Still pretty good. Almost got there with Rex. Okay, we are going first. We have the Frillback. We don't have Ramp to Zendikar, but 1 more land and we'll get there. Vorinclex and Elder are good too. Going first is nice. Let's see, what are we going to be against? It would be really nice to be against mono red. I'd love to show off what this deck can do against mono red. Not that I have. Hold on. What are the chances? At least we got to go first. But Now that I've said that, I'm so going to lose to mono red. Right, do we want to put this out now for nothing? It's not going to do anything for us, there's no point. Now we're against mono red without Cosmic Hunger, without Polukranos. So we don't have the things that I really would like to have against mono red. So we'll see. They might just trample right over us. Because next turn, all we have is Zendikar. They're going to hit us for another 3 at the very least, but obviously it's going to be more than that. Let's get a couple of red. What have we got? We've got 3, 4. We'll get 2 red. You never know, we might get an Etali next turn. Oh, but we'd still need to land either way. Okay, so 5, 6. Down to 6. Vorinclex is good. Silverback Elder. Well, if they block, yeah, it's not going to be enough. They're still going to get. There goes 4 damage there. Yeah, they're going to get too much damage through. If it wasn't for that, if we had some other good things apart from invasions against mono red, which obviously not the most proactive defense against mono red, might have stood a bit more of a chance. We'll try one more. Okay, we're going first, and we have a pretty good ramp. Loamspeaker on turn 2, Zendikar on turn 3. If it doesn't get killed. Maybe even the Vorinclex. Soldiers. Okay. Fun aggro deck to deal with. The 3 toughness creatures generally pretty good at blocking to start with. Unless they get that out. Really? Well, let's not do that. So, hunger is not going to do anything. Let's ward 1, so we could. Or we can do Zendikar. Well, for now, while we don't have too much threatening us, let's get one more mountain, one more forest out. Because we can get Vorinclex out next turn. And then we can also eat something with its Cosmic Hunger. Maybe not. Maybe not Cosmic Hunger, but we can still get Vorinclex out. Skrelv. Only protect creatures. Okay. Comes Vorinclex. 2 more forests in our hand. And we can do Boseiju to kill Skrelv. Or we can do it to free Loamspeaker. Are you going to attack with anything, knowing it's going to die? And not. Well, I don't feel like I'm going to need the Loamspeaker. You're thinking about this. Making it unblockable. Maybe for 3. It costs 2 life for himself, so it's not the best thing to do. Well, he might have a backup Skrelv. Maybe. But I don't need the Loamspeaker for the mana. I've got 6, got 3 more in my hand. We can leave him over there. Okay, Skrelv, what are you doing? Can't do much. Come on. Not much you can do apart from click resolve. Okay. So they're paying 2 life to make Adeline hexproof from green till end of turn. It's a weird choice, okay. Let's go with... so, no matter what happens here, I can use Cosmic Hunger to get rid of whatever I need to get rid of. So, get the Skyclave out. We can do this. It's nice that Arena prompts you with things like that. Okay. Oh, Rex. Elder. Oh, so many things. Another Vorinclex. I love this. Right. So now we're going to cycle some Vorinclexes, which is a fun thing to do. So next turn, everything will get, or we get 7+1 counters to put out on things. And the interesting thing about the Praetors is that you're going to attack. Really. You're going to lose some things if you do. The interesting thing is that obviously legendary, but the... oh, they are as well. Perfect. Take that one out. Yeah. Sure. Yes, but the sagas are not legendary. So we can put +1 counters on... I don't think we need it on the Rex. Okay. Doesn't really matter where we put them. And we're back now for the wrap-up, just to go over how well we did against the meta with our mostly mono-green deck. Okay, so out of Etali and Rex, I think it was pretty even. Rex did pretty well against the mono-blue, couldn't be countered, which was nice. Etali obviously killed with the toxic counters as well, the poison counters. So between them, they're both doing well. Silverback Elder, in the games where I had built this deck and practiced before recording, we got them out a lot more and drew a lot more lands. But at least we got some of it against the enchantment deck. We got to see it do its thing a bit. The thing with Vorinclex I was about to do at the end of the last game, but didn't quite get a chance to, is that you transform the first Vorinclex into the Grand Evolution, and it goes from Chapter 1 to Chapter 2 on the second turn. It's not a legendary enchantment, which means that the second Vorinclex you get out, you could transform that into the Grand Evolution as well. That then does the first chapter, milling 10 more cards and putting 2 more creatures out, and then on your next turn, your first Grand Evolution will go to Chapter 3, give your creatures the ability to fight and turn back into Vorinclex, get 2 more lands out of your library if you have any left, and the second one will go to distribute 7+1/+1 counters on. But I believe Vorinclex would have Summoning Sickness, having transformed back into the creature from the Grand Evolution. So you can't attack with Vorinclex that turn, but you could cycle it again and then mill some more cards. You do kind of have to be careful that you're not completely going to mill yourself out and lose for not being able to draw cards, but being able to add so many +1 counters onto things, clear the board with the fight spells, and then just hopefully some things will have trample by that point. Hit them with that. Yeah, Vorinclex cycling kind of works sometimes. You have to be a bit careful with it. So there we go. That's what we have for our Jurassic ramp deck. Let me know what you think of this deck in the comments below. Let me know if you would change anything in particular. Let me know if I made any stupid mistakes in the games that you saw. I probably did, because it happens sometimes. And I hope you enjoyed the deck. Thanks for watching this video. Don't forget you can like it and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any future videos. I'll see you in the next one.